Salisbury Center, we are ready for our next fight. Making her way to the ring and fighting out of the red corner, it's Kelli Bergman.
Kelli Bergman, 5'6", 132, another female fight tonight. We don't usually have two on the card, but it's great when we do. And you know what? And when we get into this TCB, these Thai championship boxing events, like we saw in the very first event when it was exhibition, it does not matter in Thai championship boxing to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of the best fights we've seen have been with females. We're obviously all big
very
fans
technical.
Liliana Suarez, who's just a tremendous athlete. She's here tonight in the audience watching.
She's a rock star.
Yeah, we've seen a bunch of other fighters here compete, and you know, there is just a very high level of Muay Thai that I think goes unnoticed with some of these female athletes that TCB really highlights and brings to the forefront of the sport.
Very traditional for Kelli making her way out here.
I will say, for me, it's probably way more entertaining to watch the women.
Right.
I feel like, nothing against the men, obviously. Love the men. But I feel like they're way more aggressive with how they fight.
Yeah. Look, I don't think you're wrong. I mean, we've seen in the past, like that, one of the best fights of the night so far was that exhibition bout between those two young girls, right? So it's an interesting thing. I don't know how much gender really matters to the sport, right? Like, I don't know if there's an actual difference in terms of like a physiological advantage or disadvantage that causes fighters to fight a certain way. But it does seem like every time I see a female fight on here, we get high-level action that's just constant.
Yeah.
It's almost like a different cardio system. Like,
yes.
They don't get tired, you know?
Taking a little extra longer here now with Victor's checking out Kelli, making sure she's all squared away and ready to go. Yep. Now coming out, looks like no shin guards. So no shin guards. We do have elbow pads.
Yeah, so this will be a full rules Muay Thai bout with elbows.
I like it.
And they will be padded.
All right, let's throw it down to Chris. Get the blue corner introduction. Chris.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Nancy Tran.
Nancy Tran stands 5'5", so she's just a little shorter than Kelli. She's 132 pounds. She's fighting out of Lotus. So 10 kicks Muay Thai and Lotus tonight here in bout number 12.
Man, I mean, we were talking about it earlier. How many fights has Lotus Thai Boxing had tonight?
They just run back.
6?
And bring them out. Run back, bring them out.
Wild.
It's really cool to see like how big their support system is over here. Because as an athlete myself, not that I fight or anything, but as an athlete, when I hear a crowd like yelling for me specifically, it makes you so much more amped and have so much more adrenaline pumping through your body.
Really?
We talk about that. We talk about that too because Charles, when he's out there fighting, but that adrenaline dump really is a serious thing. Like you get amped up, the crowd gets you pumped up, you get out there and you forget that this is a marathon and you have so many minutes of fighting and it doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, holy cow, it's a lot. And the adrenaline dumps and now you're in this situation that you just do not have the cardio and you're super tired.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys, I've never fought a combat sport that involves strikes in front of people I know. I've traveled for them, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, MMA. Yeah, I don't like to fight in front of my people, and it's the opposite as you guys. Like, I don't want to let anybody down, so I kind of just want to go do my thing. If people boo, they boo. If nobody cheers, nobody cheers. I almost want that because when there's a lot of people cheering and they're really pulling for me, it creates this pressure that, and I already put plenty of pressure on myself as is. It's almost like I can't handle it. It takes me out of my game.
Okay.
So,
well, that ain't happening anymore because the next time I find out where you're going, we're on a plane.
Brother, you won't find out until it's already over.
We're on a plane.
You'll just find out by the results.
You keep thinking that. All right, let's throw it down to Chris. Chris, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the TCB Women's 132-pound division. It is brought to you by our friends at Tony's New York Style Pizza, simply the best Italian dishes in Northern Virginia. Starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'6" and weighing in at 132 pounds, fighting out of 10 kicks Muay Thai, it's Kelli Bergman! And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'5" and fighting and weighing in at 132 pounds, fighting out of Lotus Muay Thai, it's Nancy Tran. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the TCB Women's 132-pound division. Your referee is Michael Dolman.
All right, Michael Dolman will be the referee for this. Michael's going to make sure that the referees are good. We'll get the seconds out, and Chris out of the ring. Checks with both fighters, and here we go. They'll come out. We're going to touch gloves right on top of the TCB logo.
Both guys touch gloves and do the same thing.
Front kick. I got you.
That answered my question. I was like, because they don't have shin guards, are they still allowed to, you know?
Yeah. They're going to be
their choice.
Hard kicks here. Yeah.
Their choice. Kelli Bergman, she's fighting out of the red corner. She'll have the pink top on with the black trunks. Nancy Tran fighting out of the blue corner. She'll have all black on with blue tape around her black gloves. A little bit of a clinch right here. We'll see if Michael lets him go.
I'll tell you, both these women are very, very strong. Because they both have real good grips on one another that's preventing, whatever side the grip is, they haven't been able to throw a knee on that same side. Good framing here from Nancy.
Yeah, just trying to make sure that Kelli doesn't kind of catch her.
And she's using that frame to prevent any extra knees. Like right there, you could see it. She's kind of pushing away and forward. And there's a good one. And Nancy's able to land a knee that Kelli can't. But I think at this point, you want to start to find ways to break off here.
Yeah. Okay, I was going to ask, like, how long would a ref let them stay locked
I'm kind
in?
of shocked to let them go that long.
And that's a great question. In Muay Thai, it's really up to the ref's discretion. It's like, all right, is there effective striking occurring? And if there is, he'll let it happen. I would tell you, I think in this case, they've been very active, so he's got incentive to allow it to continue. But, you know, I would probably be a little bit quicker on the trigger to break it up and start them over. Only because I think it's very difficult to judge a fight in the clinch the entire time. Unless there's a significant action that occurs, like a knee to the body that drops somebody or something like that.
Yeah.
It's really hard to figure out who's winning, who's scoring. So if I'm reffing, I'm thinking, all right, I'm thinking for the judges, let me try to give them something to go off of and a little bit more data.
Okay.
Good cornering over there from Lotus Muay Thai.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say.
Calling for those knees to the leg and then immediately knees to the body.
Right up to the midsection. I love the folks over at 10 Kicks, though. Making sure Kelli is really in shape, got the water, did a great job. Both seconds doing a great job of coaching here. Here we go, start of round number 2. A little bit out of control right there.
Well, you can tell they both feel very comfortable in the clinch as opposed to at boxing range. But Nancy's got real good frames here with the way she, you know, Kelli looks a little bit bigger, but Nancy's really able to kind of control her with that forearm and overhook. Like right there, you're seeing it. She drives that overhook up, controls Kelli, and then starts firing those knees.
Nancy coming in with a couple of elbows there. But Kelli just keeping the pressure on. So this is going to be up to Michael. This is one of those things where both of them are in the clinch, but this isn't as exciting as stepping back and throwing blows.
No, you're absolutely right. Although I will say Nancy's starting to land some hard elbows here on that right side.
Good knees to the midsection from Kelli. Nancy just catching the knees right there, and she's not really doing what the coaches were telling her earlier.
Yeah, they were calling for that knee to the leg, although she did just do that there. I think she's having a little bit more success, though, with that right elbow over the top.
Maybe just a little goose egg on the right eye of Nancy Tran. Can't really tell if she caught an elbow there or not.
So just kind of got pushed down to the ground there.
Now, when he takes her gloves and like rubs on, what is that for?
So what he's doing is like he's checking to make sure that she's with it, right? So like if she puts her hands up, like, and then just like they fall down right away. It's like, all right, this fighter's like clearly not strong. Like they're not all there. But if they feel strong, they're good. He'll let them continue fighting.
Okay.
It's like a double check they do just to make sure that they're still in the fight.
Okay.
All right, end of round number 2.
Yeah, and you know, Kevin, you were talking about it earlier, but this would be a situation where we've talked about earlier in the night. Good boxing, good striking, letting the hands fly could completely change the nature of where this fight is going. You know, that could put these fighters in a completely different position. Anytime somebody reaches for the clinch, you start throwing hands and you start creating opportunity with your hands. They might be too shy for the clinch, or they might start diving into the clinch and then not getting good position.
Another one of these, I'm telling you, I'm with you. If I was fighting, I'd want that lazy boy stool.
Yeah, that's right.
Give me the stool.
That stool feels like a comfortable recliner when you need it.
I do not want to stand up the whole time. All right, here we go. Third and final round. Kelli Bergman, she's fighting out of the red corner. Nancy Tran fighting out of the blue, red, and Nancy's fighting out of the blue. 10 kicks versus Loitus.
Well, a couple right hands there as they work their way in the clinch.
More clinch work. It's been a lot of clinch here.
Yeah.
But Nancy putting the pressure on. I tell you, Kelly's really had Nancy against the ropes the most of the second round and the third round, Charles.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nancy's winning this fight just by controlling the clinch the way she is. There hasn't really been many strikes from either fighters outside of the clinch, if I'm not mistaken.
No, nothing crazy. Both coaches are calling for some knees to the midsection, but they're not doing any damage because they're in so close.
Yeah, they're definitely jammed up, but now Mike's going to kind of create some opportunity for the both of them here.
Nancy's still getting the elbows in there, though. Kelly's caught some big elbows. Ooh, good right hand right there.
Oh, big knee again.
30 seconds left to go here in this fight.
There you go. Yeah. All right. See, like letting the hands go, that's where, I mean, not for nothing, like that could decide a round if the rest of it is just these knees in the clinch. We got a real active crowd here.
Oh, yes.
I don't know who this is over in Nancy's corner, but she was just throwing blows. I think if she could have hit her, she'd have hit her. She lost her phone. She's beating her husband up. The table's in trouble. The pizza box is going everywhere. It's a hell of a show down here.
The guy had his phone, and she went to high-five him.
She cleaned it up.
Smacked it right out of his hand.
She cleaned it up.
The look on his face, he was like,
Oh, man. Powerful.
But every time Nancy threw a blow, so did whoever that is.
Yeah.
The family member.
Good support system. Like you said, Lotus Muay Thai, man, they show out.
She's running around high-fiving everybody. Nobody's phone is safe. Sitting at home, we still got 13, 14, 15, and 16. Still more fights to come, plus the 2 title fights tonight, which are going to be absolutely crazy. So don't go to bed. I know you're trying to go to bed early. Keep eating the Oreos.
Man, that's me.
are you telling yourself that?
Yeah, because I eat the Oreos like crazy.
You're an Oreo guy?
Oh, my gosh.
Nah.
I should make you my famous Oreo cookies.
Yeah.
You like them.
You make homemade Oreo cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cookies.
How did you know this? Is this a production meeting thing? I really missed out on a lot, huh? Jeez.
Yeah, they're stuffed with cheesecake.
Oh. That sounds fantastic,
Yeah,
actually.
that's what I just said.
I just got so serious.
All right.
Like,
All right, let's throw it down to Chris. We'll get some final results. Chris, take it away.
Salisbury Center, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. But before we do, put your hands together for both these ladies putting on a great show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges scored the bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, it's Nancy Tran.
Lotus Thai Boxing comes away with a big win tonight. Nancy Tran. What a great job. But let me tell you, Kelly, don't hang your head, because that was phenomenal fighting tonight. I think next time, Charles, we talk about pushing back a little bit, maybe some more strikes. You jump in there a little bit, things change on the clinches, but I think Nancy had her under control most of the night.
yeah, absolutely. I think just a little bit more boxing would have gone a long way, but a really great showing from both fighters.